Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So I thought it was about time that I finally introduce you to the little baby that has been making a lot of noise for the past 2 years in this channel. Come on. So here he is. Here's Rosie. He is a really good boy. He's really confused right now. Say hi. Hi, good boy. Hi. And this video is all about him. The video is slightly scripted, so I have a couple of points I want to touch on. So yeah, this video will be about him in the last 2 years. There will be photos, I don't know, photos and videos, I don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know which side they're going to be on. Starting with him coming home, our neighbor that has his sister let us know that like his parents gave birth again, so do you want him? Or like, yes. So he came home with our neighbor and she told us that obviously it makes sense. He was really scared and it was a new environment. One of the many things that I tried to do, and yes, it was mostly me because it was still in the pandemic, so I was having online classes. In the first couple of months that I was here, I usually spent hours with them, just telling them you're safe, you're okay, don't worry. A couple of days later, or doing that, it became even more relaxed and comfortable here. He became very attached to, well, in the first days of life, me, because I was the one that like talked to him constantly and then communicated with him or interacted with him. His first house was, yes, we call it house, not cage, because we want him to have like a positive view on his little space. It was an old cage that our neighbor had. We stayed in this little thing for a little while, I'm pretty sure a few months. And still in his first house, we didn't want to change him before it was comfortable enough with us to let us touch him in like whatever way, even if it was just with his beak or his head or whatever it is. He didn't really let us touch him for a couple of months, which was a time that took him to get comfortable with us. So we didn't know his gender for a really long time. We only found out his gender because he decided that my mom would be his partner, so he let her touch him and find that out. At first we thought he had something wrong with him because he had like little balls, and then my mom was like, hold on, he has little balls, and then my mom was like, oh wait, testicles. Then we switched his houses with the house that he still has. I like searched in the best way possible to get him to switch comfortably and safely. Instead to wait a few days of him just being far away, and then every day put a little bit closer to him so that he feels comfortable. We were weirded out because it took him like only a couple of hours for him to be comfortable, and then we tried to put him in the other one and he just entered it. It took a little bit of time for him to get comfortable enough to enter the house, but he did, and he liked it. Like, you know, it was comfortable enough. The first time he jumped slash flew from one side to the other, he became so happy, like his little tail was like shaking side to side, which usually means that they are happy. We let him out of his cage 6 months later because he still took a little long to let us touch him like fully, like in his neck and down. For the few months first few months of us releasing him, we only let him fly around the kitchen because we thought it was safer to do it like carefully, like expanding his role. What we did is slowly open the kitchen door even more, that like it could, you know, what is that? Can I see that? you know? And then when he's finally, like the gap was big enough for him to fly, he just and went, whoa, where am I? It was really scary for me. I think there's this video of me uh, talking like so scared about him. But we only did that after he has a good callback. So basically, he responds to his name, he responds to baby, he responds to love, he responds to a lot of them. Basically, the names we call them, they're like chicken because when he takes a bath, it looks like a little chicken. We also respond to penguin, like in English and Portuguese, because when he walks, he sounds and looks like a little penguin. From the beginning of us like releasing him and then starting filming them, because memories, he is obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with phones and cameras and computers and himself, and that's why we got him a mirror. Just tu? Say hi. Say hi. Wait. Yeah, good boy. No? No cares? His first bath was like so cute and became a chicken. We got him a mirror. That mirror broke and we kept like buying a new one because we really liked it. So like of course we're going to buy what he loves. But he hurt himself because of the fact that it was broken and we didn't realize that it was broken. So one day, Saturday, he loves metal, he loves things that shine. So he went to grab the metal of the mirror and it got stuck in his beak. I woke up with my mom walking around and screaming, he needs this, he needs this. And then I was like, why does my dad need a thing? I don't remember what it's called in English. And then I went to see my dad and Rosie let him pick him up. And I was like, why did Rosie do that? And Rosie was not screaming, but like, hurt, like I'm hurt. And he let my dad basically cut it off his beak. It didn't break anything on his beak. It only like chipped his bottom beak, and like basically like a couple of hours later it was already playing. He loves destroying everything, and I mean like everything. His favorite is paper. Now he really likes biting fabric. These little things that are in shirts, he loves buying it and pulling it away. I'm like, Rosie, please don't. Going to destroy everything. He loves, like I said, he's obsessed with computers. What he loves about computers is basically destroying the, what's it called, keyboard. He loves taking the pieces away. I'm like, no, get out. But right now he does love watching streams with me, mostly Leslie's, Fuzby's, Valkyrie's. He really for a really long time liked watching Ryan Higa with me. The only way really to calm him down when he's a little bit stressed is music. His favorite songs right now are a Portuguese song that my sister really likes, which I don't know the name of. He really loves listening to Billy Pichu, and like I said a little bit ago, Rosie, he really is obsessed with Leslie right now. He does know a few words, but he does not like obeying anyone. So he knows them, but he's like, nah, I don't want to do that right now. So he knows Portuguese and English, or like a few words are in Portuguese and other words are in English, because I'm so used to speaking in English to him, but my family is more used to speaking in Portuguese with him. He knows his name, like I said before. He knows "come here," which is also one of the first ones that we try to teach him. And "come here," he knows "come here," and he knows "kiss," which is also one of the first ones that I taught him. Also devagar, which means slowly, because in the beginning, since he used to bite so much because he's so scared, one of the first things, besides like "you're okay, you're safe," that I said before, he also like getting, so be careful and stuff like that. He knows no. He hates that one. Obviously he knows casinha, which means house. He knows poop. He knows comida, which means food. And he knows aguinha, which means water. Because when he's outside, we always say like, "Do you want food? Do you want agua? Do you want water?" And every time he says yes, he goes back to his house and waits for us there so that we can go and give him what he wants. He knows ombro, which means shoulder. He knows good boy, obviously. He also knows bad boy. Gets really angry when you say bad boy. But sometimes when we ask, "Are you a good boy?" sometimes he says no, because he knows no and yes. And when you say, "Oh, so you're a bad boy," he goes, "Where's your butt? Good boy." A new thing he's been learning is, since I'm in uni break or like summer break, I am able to release him for longer periods of time, usually a full day, and only now he has started to feel comfortable in falling asleep on us, which he basically does right now every day. He really likes to fall asleep on my middle finger, and it usually hurts because I don't know, I'm not strong. Like, this finger is not strong, so I'm like, "Rosie, please, like, continue that one." And then it usually goes to the other finger. Favorite foods besides is rations, or like, his normal food. He really likes broccoli leaves or leaves of any kind. He really likes like lettuce and stuff like that. Next, he really likes fruits. Something like banana peels, but only the peels. He does not like the bananas. He likes apples, nuts. He really likes nuts of any kind. Really, just like, "Oh, it's a nut. Okay." And of course, the food he cannot have. He's basically a good boy unless he's not a good boy. You know what I mean? Like, he really behaves when he's not provoked. So basically, he gets a little bit angry when we don't give him attention, or attention. He just wants attention, and sometimes we cannot give it to him. So yeah, that is the introduction of my baby boy. Please leave a like down below, and if you have any questions about him, please leave a comment down below. And yeah, that is all. Goodbye.